Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Amazing Life, and today we are making these beautiful sugar roses which are super easy to make. So let's get started. For this I'll be using some gum paste, and I'll just roll this into a very thin sheet. And for this I'm using two circle cutters. From first circle cutter I'll cut out almost 8 circles, and from the largest circle cutter I'll cut out 5. And with the remaining gum paste I'll create a cone. Now the cone should be quite large enough, almost as big as the bigger circle cutter. You can also use the back of the rolling pin to soften the edges, just in case you don't have ball tool, but which I think you should have. So this particular rose requires minimum number of tools. So once we have softened the edges, we do not want to soften too much. We will apply a little bit of water. Don't add too much water, otherwise it will make it really sticky, and make a tight cone kind of a shape. As you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. So we want to keep it the bud really tight. Now we will require 2 small petals, and we will attach this at absolutely at a 90-degree angle from the last seam. So if the seam was right in between, then in just the 90-degree angle we will attach both the petals, overlapping each other. So I'm using the black soft foam to give a little bit of edge and curl to the petals. Also, to make the curls more prominent, I'm using a small skewer or toothpick. Just 3 simple strokes on the soft foam gives a very nice curl to the petals, and just by curling it inside and leaving it to dry on this plastic spoons. These plastic spoons are my best gadgets. We just hot glue this on a cardboard and helps me dry all my petals really quickly in a very less space. Now this is one of the techniques that's used, just going in circles, attaching the petals, just going in circles, and each petal is attached at the half point of the last petal. So if you can see, I'm attaching the petal exactly at the half point of the first petal. Now this gives me a very beautiful bud. Now using the back of the brush, I'll just kind of fluff up all the petals. Wherever you feel that it's tearing or anything, just attach a few dabs of water and it will glue absolutely fine. Just pinch and fluff as per your liking. Now we have next set of petals all ready, and now this is the trick that I use. I create almost like a flower shape with all the petals. I'm using 7 petals, and I'll simply curl it all around the flower. As you can see here, I'm just curling it all around the flower and pinching it at the bottom. So there is already water attached at the end of all the petals. Now I'm simply curling it in my hands, not adding too much pressure, and this gives me a lot of control over these petals. Now keeping it in a cookie cutter. You can also use a small bowl. Now start adding a little bit of water wherever you feel that it needs to be attached to the main flower bud. This gives you a lot of control how much bloom you want in the flower, or if you want to really tight pack the whole rose. Now after it has dried for some time, we will start dusting it. I am using sugarine maroon and pink color, and on a tissue paper I'll add a little bit of petal dust, and I'm starting from the edge. I want a dark kind of a hue on the edge of the petals and lighter inside, so even the core or the bud of the flower will be darker compared to the outer portions of the flower. Now once I have dusted the flower completely to my liking, I leave it to dry for some time, say half an hour or so, and then I steam the flowers. Now steaming of the flowers really help to make the petals and the petal dust set. So even if you are putting it on the cake and even if it's on a whipped cream, the color won't leak to the cake. Now these petal dust really brings the life to the flower. Otherwise sugar flower just like that looks pretty lifeless. I'm using a thick brush to blend out all the petal dust and even dust out if there is some chunks of petal dust fallen here or there. If you're liking this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We post daily videos. Also follow me on Instagram at Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki, and thank you so much for watching.